All right, so
Shocked face.
Shock face.
Biden's in Atlanta today, guys.
Is he?
for what?
He's just giving the commencement speech at Morehouse.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
Trying to get the black vote.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
that's exactly
Well, apparently, if
He's
you,
already lost a ton of the black vote.
yeah, if you don't go to his rally today, then you ain't black.
Yeah.
You ain't black.
You
That's
ain't
what he
black.
said. That's what he said.
He's struggling a little bit, guys.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, he's
Is he
struggling.
though? Is he
I think he's
struggling? Yeah,
I think he's struggling.
I don't
think
even
so,
think
too.
it. I don't think
And-
it's him. I don't even think it's him.
No. By saying he's struggling, I mean his popularity and where he's at is struggling a little bit.
I'm saying I don't know that the Democratic vote would change that much, whether it's him or anybody else in that position. I think
Yeah, I don't think so
people
either.
are just voting for the party.
I think
Yes.
part of it is. I think part of it's going to be because of him, but I think it's both. I think it's him and people are done with the party. I don't know how you vote
Yeah,
Democrat
But
anymore.
I think when people realize that it's not necessarily Joe Biden, that it's the party.
But so this is what I think that if the if the Democrats put anybody other than Kamala Harris, right? Because Kamala Harris, I think they hate her more than they hate Joe Biden.
well, yeah, she was supposed to be more than what she's been. She got
terrible.
there and she was like,
Yeah, she's awful. Yeah, she screwed up. She knew
I'm
she
gonna laugh a lot, and
out hit her cover. Yeah, she was way out of her league. But I think if the Democratic Party as a whole would have put anybody else, I think you're right. I don't think it changes the Democratic vote at all. I think the same people that vote Democrat are going to vote Democrat, whether it's Biden or anybody else that they put in there. I think the Republican side is a little different, though. I think Trump definitely has gained some votes and gained some popularity.
well, my boy RFK, man.
Well, he's independent. I mean,
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. I think he's taken from.
he's got to be taken from the
Dem side
Democrat
for
side.
sure.
I would like to see Trump and Biden debate each other.
Well, they
are.
are.
Yeah,
They are?
So Biden actually threw this down. Biden threw down the gauntlet, if you will. Hey, speaking of which, do you guys know what a gauntlet is? Anybody?
I do.
Yeah, it's where everybody lines up and takes their belts off, and then when you
No,
get
no,
a
no.
belt
What an
promotion,
actual
they
gauntlet
smack you
is.
with the belt,
No, it's
What
like
an actual gauntlet is.
and then like Lord Irvin's, they have to walk on all fours.
No.
Anyways,
Actual gauntlet. What is a gauntlet? What is a gauntlet?
it's
like a thing.
It's like a test run.
it's like
no.
a thing.
And no.
It's like a circle.
No. Like throw down the gauntlet. That phrase, do you know what? You can neither. You
Is it
guys
like
know
Catholic?
what a gauntlet is.
Oh,
it
it's
the
like a
thing-
scarf.
No.
Is it like
It's not a belt.
Nope.
it's missionary?
No.
Oh,
No.
I'm way off.
It's the glove. Take
Yeah.
the gloves off. It's throw down the gauntlet. Taking my gloves off.
So like a condom. So you're gonna raw dog?
That's what I said.
No.
It's
Yeah,
basically
it's bare.
it's what I said.
It's no gloves.
Yeah.
it's no.
You
no condom.
said scarf and you
Well,
said
scarf-
missionary. I don't know what. Like you guys.
Same,
know-
same.
It's the same thing. Tomato.
Same.
Whoa. Okay.
You gotta up your lingo.
Scarf and missionary are nowhere near the same.
It's
thing.
like a lasso and a scarf, and missionary equals no glove. Boom. There you go.
That's exactly what I was
That's the kind of math that
Yep.
you get up in here.
Common Core, baby.
Bam. All right, good. Gauntlets are off.
threw down the gauntlet.
Going raw dog.
So they threw down their gloves.
Yeah. Actually going to fight.
Gloves
Gonna go at it.
off.
Gloves are off.
Bare knuckle.
Yep.
Gangs of New York.
Yeah.
Impregnated.
Yeah.
Let's
Biden.
go. Pull out the
Biden
butcher knives.
Tried to do this big sticky.
How many takes you think it
Blah,
took
blah,
to
blah.
make his video?
a lot.
Dude, he keeps
Hold
falling.
on.
Like
He's so
I did
dumb.
one that he like of him
So
falling
what
down.
is going to
He's so
happen?
dumb.
They put him on a bike. They don't care at all.
So
No.
what is going to happen in a real world scenario when he goes on stage if they don't have teleprompters and Trump asks him a question that's not prepared? What is going to happen?
All he's got to do is fumble once, and Trump's gonna be all.
So
he has
here's
no cognitive function.
have either of you seen some of the parameters of the debates?
No.
that
Well,
Biden-
I've heard that it's very slanted toward
parameters.
So yeah, set some parameters for the debate. So the moderators have to be from CNN, NBC, Telemundo, or something
my
else.
God.
Can't have any like Fox monitor guys that
What's
do
their
it.
reason for that?
Because
I know why, but
Yeah.
Because they don't want a Sean Hannity
Well,
on there.
I know
Yeah.
that, but like, why?
because they don't trust
because they won't
those people.
they won't
Yeah,
softball questions.
Is Trump supposed to trust CNN?
No.
Well,
so
then
I think Trump's got enough confidence that he's like, I don't care who
it doesn't
is.
matter. So that
just do it. Whatever. Let's get it done. I got you.
the mics, if there's no interruptions. So once you're asked if you're not,
You have to let him respond.
they mute your mic. So if
Trump's gonna yell.
if Jeff was the moderator and you and I were debating, and he asked you a question, my mic would be muted while you're answering your question. So I can't interrupt you, and I have to let you answer your question.
That's gay as fuck. So
And
he can't trump him.
so he can't do just Trump bulldoze him right in the middle of all, or just. But it's still going to be so bad. They set 2. One was in July, I think, and the other I think was in September, October, late September maybe. So the theory that I heard that was being thrown out there was they did it this way. So he gets one last shot at Trump in July. Biden says he can handle it. Biden says he's good enough. Whatever. He gets one last shot at Trump. If he screws it up, they're going to flip candidates because they're doing it before the Democratic convention. So if he just bombs,
Prove to us, Biden.
yeah, if he bombs in that first debate, that they'll have enough time to put a different candidate up.
And who would that be?
I have no idea.
I had no idea.
No clue.
Dude, how real is it that Trump's going to grab
Tulsi?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know,
Dude,
bro.
that's the fucking move.
She's making some very
She
pro-right
Democratic?
No, they drove her out. They fucking crucified her. She went independent, and she's been Republican, basically.
But
I mean,
she
I
was
think
Democratic.
Yeah,
She was initially,
yeah, she was Democrat.
but she was like old school Democrat.
Dude, she's a veteran. She's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. She's fucking hot. She surfs. She's from Hawaii. Like,
I mean, I'm already voting for her.
for real, dude.
She's already got my vote.
I'm a black belt. I'll promote you to brown.
Tulsi, we would like to invite you to 728 Bankhead Highway,
Integrity BJJ.
Integrity BJJ. So I know you're watching. Mm-hmm. Come join us.
Again.
Open Mat. I know this isn't your first time watching, so come on out. Join us at Open Mat Saturday mornings. We do adult classes at 6:30, Monday through Thursday. We'd love to have you.
Gi Monday, Tuesdays. No gi Wednesday, Thursday.
So I think she's an independent right now.
Yeah, she went. Yeah, but
She's
been
an independent in Villarica?
No, fucking hell. She's independent.
I was gonna say.
No, she's an she's been an independent.
She's an independent.
But
Lost my
she's been right leaning for a hot minute. Like
no, she's
Fox
very-
News.
she's
Is she
more
the one from
conservative.
South Carolina?
Or no,
No, she's from Hawaii. She really is
Just
from Hawaii. That wasn't
Hawaii.
a joke.
Who am
Yeah.
I thinking about?
I
What was the
have no
girl
idea.
from South Carolina that was so popular?
I don't know.
Oh shoot! I'll
Yeah,
think
I
of it in
don't
a minute. Anyway,
Yeah,
Hawaii.
yeah, I don't know, but
Hawaii.
I think she would make a great vice president for Trump. I really do.
I think it
she'd
checks a
make
lot
great.
of boxes. I think that'd be the boss.
I think you ought to just pick like a no-name person, somebody that nobody
Oh
knows.
man, get Tulsi and cut her
So-
loose, man.
So
Let her go on a war path.
and for her, it's 4 years as vice president. Then she has 8 years. She'll be president. If she's vice president on Trump, she'll be the next president.
Right.
And then it's 8 years as president. So you're looking at 12 years of hopefully positive positive financial positions for our country.
Yes.
We do better under Republicans than we do Democrats.
Yeah, we can make some money.
Yeah,
Dude, if they
things
would-
actually get out of this recession we're in.
Get Trump in there. Get Tulsi as a vice president. Let's drill some fucking oil.
Drill,
Let's
baby, drill.
Get us some money. Get the economy bumping.
Get
Let's
out all
bomb
these
a couple
wars.
people to get out of some
get
wars.
out of these wars that we're in.
And let's ball out for like the next 12 years. Can we do that?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I don't care about all these other issues. Like, I don't care about going green. Like, does anybody else care? I don't care.
Dude,
I'm going to
they've
keep
been
driving gas-powered vehicles. Like,
do you realize that we've been talking about global warming and ice age and all this crap since 1970?
Yeah, it's supposed to not happen.
Literally for the last 50, 60 years,
Right.
they've been talking about the end of the world coming.
Right.
And it's no different now.
And nothing's changed. It's not going to change. Listen, we have such little impact on this earth, but the far left liberal quacks want you to think that every little thing you do has this huge footprint.
Well, the problem is they're not doing it globally. Like, so no matter what we do over here, if Japan and China are still dumping all the pollution, like literally all the pollution into the ocean,
bro. India is it's the Wild West right now in India. Population it's so populated. There's no like EPA or environmental controls. It is the Wild West in India.
That's
right
where
now.
all the raw materials that people get like from the States, India, China.
It's wild in India. Absolutely. Yeah, Biden's everything's kind of it's really weird over the last few weeks, because you're starting to see like two of the three major Trump cases have been either dismissed or permanently delayed.
Yeah.
So tell me what's the latest on the whole Trump case in New York?
The one in New York, it's coming to a close.
Yeah, I told you I don't watch the news,
and it's kind of fallen apart too on them
because they have nothing.
They have nothing. They have a disbarred lawyer, right? And Trump's former lawyer, who's disbarred and a felon, who is convicted felon. Trump fired him. He's the guy that's bringing these charges. And then Stormy Daniels, that former prostitute,
she was just a porn star, bro.
Porn star, both. She was both.
Was she though?
Yeah, she got paid for it. Call it what you want.
Wait a minute, are porn stars prostitutes? Easy. The porn star industry will come after you. They'll come.
Anyway,
but here's the
two people that were collaborating.
As long
with
as you're
this,
filming it, it's porn. If you're not filming it, it's prostitution.
I don't think that's how that works.
It is true.
I don't think that's how it works.
Think about it.
Undercover cops can film it.
I'm just saying,
kick my camera
prostitution is illegal, right? But if you throw a camera up and go, "Hey, we're gonna film this," all of a sudden it's legal. You like how
there's not an exchange of money.
You're paying them as an actor.
Different.
Okay. Anyway, so the two people that are collaborating on this trial against Trump, both of them.
Way to bring it back, bro. Done with that debate. I want to continue this debate.
I'm not continuing that debate.
That's fine.
It just doesn't make any sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
I'm going to mute you if you keep talking about it.
I'm saying.
So they both on stand admitted that they just wanted to see Trump convicted, and that they just hate Trump, and
of course they do.
So they admitted it on stand in front of a jury, which makes it look really bad, like they're doing this for just ulterior motives. They're saying it. So there's no collaboration outside of them two. And she still owes Trump hundreds of thousands of dollars from a defamation lawsuit. It's so anyway. That's the only Trump case right now that's ongoing.
Is that like an Amber Heard thing?
The other two
on a bed.
I don't know.
Okay.
The other two were either dismissed or were so screwed up, kicked the can down the road.
Right.
You remember the Trump document, classified document case?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear what happened with that?
Yeah, no. I saw that they admitted that it was
they
like
faked
falsified
the pictures.
The whole thing. Yeah.
They faked all the pictures.
Yeah. Because it was like they had like classified just laying on the floor.
Yeah, they printed all those out, set them all up, and staged all those pictures, and then put it in as evidence.
So where does that go?
It's on permanent hold right now.
Yeah, but like who gets the
FBI, bro? FBI. It's so screwed up.
The Federal Bureau of Investigations.
It is a mess right now. All these cases are falling apart right now.
About that for a minute.
They're all falling apart. It's not going well. You guys, Ashley Biden, you guys hear anything about that?
Okay, so tell me about
very
this
little. I know it's part of it.
What's the whole deal with her diary?
Her diary got leaked.
How?
Okay? All right. So someone got a hold of it. I don't know how. Someone got a hold of it.
They break in her
but
room?
it's more
Someone
important
got a
about
hold
what
of
happened.
it. It's not. It's not. It's what's in it.
I know.
Okay. Do you know what's in it?
No, but
Did you hear what's in it?
how it got leaked.
Okay, someone leaked it. It doesn't matter. Okay,
Part
you're
of it
getting
matters, but none
lost
of it.
in the sauce.
Sometimes I major on minors.
You
okay?
That is
you're
a
getting
minor.
lost in the sauce here.
On a side note, before you go any further with Ashley's Mark.
Side
I'm
note, Side
waiting.
note. You can't side note the
And then
side note.
pause.
Yeah, side note.
Do you want to come over and watch the Braves game tonight?
Ooh, I got my niece.
She can come.
This one.
Hmm?
We'll talk.
Okay.
Good side
You
note, buddy.
side noted me for that?
Like,
Ashley Biden's diary. So in that diary, it was always
Maybe.
it was always
Sounds like
maybe
a good time. I'm catching a bus.
it was always said to be fake, right? That it wasn't proven that it was, because in it says some very horrible things about Joe Biden.
how old is his daughter?
She's grown. She's
Like 30s,
now.
40s?
yeah, 30, 40, something like that. But
Right.
in it,
She
But
still
in
keeps a
it-
diary?
no, this is from when she was younger, Jeffrey.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Okay.
Focus.
He's not right now. He's wild squirrel everywhere right now.
I'm just trying to think. I'm like,
Well, stop.
Stop thinking out
Ashley.
loud. All this stuff will kind of come together. It will all come together in the end, because you're getting distracted by all these other shiny things along the way, and there's the big shiny at the end that you're not going to get to because you're on these little shinies. Okay, so in that diary,
Don't be so shiny.
it's kind of like the Hunter Biden laptop that they tried to say was Russian hoax, all that it wasn't real. They did the same thing with the diary, that that it wasn't real, that it there was no proof that it was real, and the allegations, which some of them are very bizarre, like Joe Biden showering in the nude with his young daughter,
Up to the age of
like teenage daughter,
right.
showering with his
That's what we're
teenage
trying
daughter.
to get to with you shiny
Yeah,
guys.
but you got all shiny. Like, how do we know it's her diary? Where did her diary come from?
I quit doing
was it-
that when Josie was like 4. You know
What
what I'm saying?
was
Right.
it? Was it written in black ink or blue ink?
If it's not, like if they're not babies or toddler, like it's just
weird.
it's just weird.
It's just weird.
It's just weird.
So, and it made him look really bad, and they said it wasn't real. Well, she was so pissed off at the person who leaked her diary. See how we're coming back to some of your questions? That she sued them, and in that lawsuit just over the past couple weeks ago, had to write a brief before the court saying that it was hers. So that legitimized what was in the diary. And now Snopes and all these liberal fact company sites that would say, well, something's true or not true, now they've had to reverse course and say it's actually true. So all this stuff,
she had to disclose that.
she had to disclose that it was hers in order to sue somebody. She was so pissed off and had
So
to sue
Joe
him.
was having showers
Yes.
with his teenage daughter.
Yeah, young daughter. Yeah. And
You couple that with all the weird smelling kids.
oh,
shit
bro.
and
It's these debates.
this motherfucker Epstein. All
These
over this
debates are going to be fantastic.
When's
for
the
all
first
this
one
stuff.
again?
July 18th or something like
If
that.
it was 4th of July, that'd be perfect.
It would be cool.
We need a 4th of July party.
It would
We
be.
definitely do.
I will be in Columbus on the 5th of July.
Well, not on the 4th.
Not on the 4th. The 4th's on a Thursday.
Perfect.
Okay. But I'll be down there on the 5th for Sam's turning green ceremony
Hey,
as he
Sammy.
comes out
Congrats,
comes
buddy.
out of basic.
How's he doing?
He said it's harder than what he thought.
Is he
it would
whooping
be.
ass?
Shit.
He was getting ready to go in the gas chamber the day after I talked to him. So he hasn't got to the cool stuff yet. He probably hasn't choked anybody out yet.
Definitely just
Because it was just the run, the suck, the mental breakdown part of the first 2 weeks.
Did he say they tried to mentally break him down?
Oh, that's all it's been. He's broken mentally.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean,
you can get him there.
They will break. Yeah, you can, and he'll fight it, which he
Definitely.
probably did.
Definitely.
Which probably made it even worse when he
Probably.
broke. Knowing Sam, we've been down this road
His
a lot.
break is not necessarily like, oh, I'm broken.
No.
It's like, we broke him. Now here comes the other part. Here comes Sam. Like,
Yeah, you
all right,
break
you gotta
him.
break him a little bit.
Yeah, he's like a glow stick. Just to
like
make him work right, you got to break him, shake him up a little bit, and then he shines bright like a diamond.
Shines bright through the darkest of caves.
Yeah.
Sam the
glow stick. It should have been his nickname. Screw Pretty Boy. He should have been the glow
good
stick.
stuff right there.
Glow stick Sam.
Glow stick Sam. I was talking with Newton today about all the boys and how Newton has basically glow sticked all of them at some point.
Broken them all up.
I every single one of my boys, I've watched Newton grab them by the back of their neck and drag them into a locker room so no one could see what was happening. And Newton said he said today to the group, because Newton's he's actually speaking at the Encounter Men's Conference, and we can cover that here in the next couple episodes. That's going to be June 29th at Catalyst. So Newton's actually one of the speakers at the men's conference.
Beautiful.
So we were in this group, of speakers and people that were helping organize the Encounter Conference. And Newton and I were just kind of telling stories about the kids and, funny stories about Newton yelling at all of them. And Newton said, "Yeah, we're not going to talk about what I said in those locker room talks."
Yeah, that was just for him and the boys.
Yeah, so but it was really cool.
Yeah, I really look forward to. The only thing I worry about the whole Trump-Biden debates is the same thing that we've talked about the whole time. Is how fair is it really going to be? You know what I'm saying? How much of a crutch?
How much room are they going to have to navigate be able to navigate?
And how orchestrated is it going to be in Joe's favor? Because I certainly don't think that the Democratic Party has played fair at any point in the game. I think they'll do anything to cheat. I think they'll do anything to change the narrative, to change the outcome.
Yeah, but that's the confidence in Trump. Like, he don't care.
I think Trump says, "I'll debate you anywhere on any stage. I don't care."
Yeah.
Well, he had said that before, and then I think they almost expected him with all this other stuff on to kind of push back and say no.
And now they got to eat it.
Bro, as soon as it came out, like as soon as Trump heard about it, he said, "Hey, when and where? Time and place. Let's go.
It's a good move.
Do it. Let's go right now.
Say when.
I'll debate you anywhere you want right now." And I think that
was a Tombstone throwback.
I think Tombstone, great movie, man.
Say when.
Great movie.
There's another Kevin Costner movie coming out that's a Western.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
What's it called?
I don't remember. I just know he's in it.
Thanks for teasing us.
Google that shit.
Yeah, Google it. That's what Google's for.
Google it.
Yeah, Biden's got some trouble, though. And I think the problem with liberals in general sometimes is they're very arrogant. And the liberal left...
Dismissively arrogant.
Arrogant, that they just feel like that they're so far above you, and they just think they're so much better than you.
I feel like they all need an ass whipping.
They do.
You know what I mean?
They absolutely do.
Do you mean you want to commit acts of violence upon...
No. I'm just saying that they all
Americans?
Need like...
I'm just asking.
Like they need like a reality check.
Yeah.
Like...
That's a good point.
Things are falling apart in America right now. No one wants to talk about, like, our economy is a mess.
When Trump was in there and everything was going good, everybody was loud as fuck.
So
yeah, they were loud. They were loud about tweets, bro. We were talking about tweets when Trump was in office.
Now
he's mean.
Everything's going to shit, and
everything's a
quiet.
disaster.
And everybody's quiet.
I saw a quote the other day, and it was a guy, and he said...
Why wouldn't they do what they want?
He said, when I was younger, he said, I used to think I would die for this country.
Mm-hmm.
He said, now I think I would die for my family to protect it from this country.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah.
Isn't that scary?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It is. Did you actually have to think about stuff like that?
That's right. Because you think about how different things have become, that we live in such a messed up world.
That's not
so
the country.
I went through the Hardee's. I went through the Hardee's drive-through this morning. Mm-hmm. Okay? This is Hardee's. Your local town here in Temple. Actually, it was in Temple. Go through, order me a chicken biscuit and a coffee. And I pull up to the window, and the girl says, really nice, smiles, and says, how are you today? I said, I'm great. And she said, I'm great too.
Good for her.
Well.
Well,
this cunt.
She said, I'm great too. I said, why shouldn't we be great?
Oh, no.
I said, I said, it's a beautiful day. I said, and we live in America. Right? You know what she did? She's working it freaking hard. She goes, like that.
Yeah.
And I went, I said, what does that mean? I said, what does that mean?
Yeah, you non-American.
And she goes, I don't know. And I said, I looked at dead in her eye and I said, hey, if you don't love it, leave it.
Yeah. People don't understand, bro.
I said, if you don't
They're
love it,
dumb.
leave it.
The kids are dumb.
I said, go live in the one you support.
They can't.
But don't sit here and live under the very freedoms that you're provided and then slap it in the face. Fuck you, man. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah,
It's aggressive to that poor 16-year-old girl.
16-year-old girl
She
working
wasn't
at
16.
Hardee's.
She was like 30.
Oh. Well,
She was old enough to know better. I don't care. I don't care. I'm tired of that, dude. I'm tired of this whole take a back seat. Dude, this whole take a back seat.
one on the compassion score right here, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it's not. This whole take a back seat to America, and we have to sit down and like let all these leftist liberal freaking nut jobs have their way because they're the loudest ones out there. Look, if you don't love America, if you want to burn the flag, go somewhere else, man. Go find you a better place to live. Take off, man.
I agree.
Go somewhere else.
I don't disagree.
Go somewhere
You gotta quit
else.
hitting the table though.
And
'cause you're making me nervous.
Whoopi Goldberg and all you
Waving it.
freaking
Your hands are going
clowns on
wild
the View
again.
that want to say I'm gonna leave America. I'm gonna leave America if
Bubble
Trump
wrap.
wins. I hope you do leave.
Yeah, but none of them did.
Because guess what? You're not going to leave because you get the same advantages that everybody else has, and you take advantage of it, but yet you want to complain about it.
Well, that's because those people that are complaining about it or say they want to leave or want to burn a flag and all that, that's not America.
No,
And the
it's
same
not.
portion of our government that would come after us, or that we would have to worry about protecting ourselves from, that's not America either.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
That's not America.
Well, and what I've noticed,
That's not
though,
our country.
what I've noticed about, so over the last 20, 30 years, the Democratic Party in general has been very anti-gun, right?
Of course.
They've had the assault weapon ban for 30 years ago.
Right.
They've tried to ban extended capacity magazines. They've
Bump stocks.
They've tried to bump stocks. They've tried to the SIG braces. I don't know if you guys know what a SIG brace is. SIG braces. They've tried to ban everything. What I've noticed, though, over the last couple of years is they're screwing so much other stuff. They still try to mention that stuff, but that stuff gets no traction anymore because everything else is burning to the ground.
Well,
right
they've
now.
gotten so much of it wrong. They have misclassified this and
That's what I'm saying.
And overstepped that.
They're screwing up
Yeah.
so many other places. They can't even get back to what their core democratic beliefs are.
Oh, no.
Of like gun control, free health care, all that stuff. Like they are screwing so many. Like just this past week, there was another case of cocaine being found at the headquarters for the Capitol Police.
More cocaine?
More cocaine, bro.
Maybe it's just the potty.
More cocaine in a bag of cocaine in a heavily trafficked hallway.
So what are we talking about? Like a little gram? We talking about like an OZ?
Does it matter?
Yes.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Let me
Baggie
tell you
of
something.
cocaine.
There's never been any cocaine found in my house.
Okay.
My point
How many people
is,
you got going through your house?
but there should never be cocaine found at the White House.
Should there not?
Multiple times.
Never.
Should not.
Should there not?
All the security that they have to go through to get
Come
into
on,
the
you
White
don't
House.
think Reagan was doing a little blow?
No,
Nah.
Come on.
not at all.
They're all
All
guilty. You
the
don't
security-
think Bush was doing a little bit of blow?
All the security. These are
The fact that they're finding
Okay.
it is more
Yes.
concerning that there's actual actual cocaine in the building.
Okay, so we're not talking about like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did they
Like-
find multiple baggies where
No.
cocaine's just being like it's just
Well, this would be the second one that I know
The
of.
second, but these are public areas.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm not talking about in a private residence. Like if someone with like a president or a president's wife or a president, even Hunter Biden, for God's sakes, who comes in a helicopter and lands on the back lawn. I'm talking about in a public area that people would go through security cocaine is
So you're
making
saying it more of it like a security risk.
it's gone wild. They've lost control of everything. There was something that I read about Secret Service agents through the Biden. I wish I'd have saved it. Through the Biden administration, they have let down the what the qualifications for Secret Service agents down. They've let it down so far that there are people that have serious mental issues that are Secret Service agents right now.
Oh, I bet you that's what it is.
Decreased.
Well, you saw the lady.
Yes.
that flipped out.
Yes. Yeah. Say it.
Well,
Say
I don't
it,
know the
Jeff.
whole detail, but there was a Secret Service female, and she I don't know how else to say it, but she just flipped out. She lost her mind and began throwing stuff at other Secret Service agents.
Yes.
Yeah, she went nuts, dude. She literally lost her cool, lost her
Just
wits,
completely loses it.
snapped.
Yes. And they started looking into it, and there's all these there's all these things that they have just, without doing their due diligence, they have let all these people come in and just be Secret Service agents.
This whole DEI thing, this whole diversity, equity, and inclusion, this all this bullshit about trying to bring people on to the CIA because they're not necessarily vetting them as the best qualified people. They're trying to get a certain number of maybe females or a certain number of African Americans or a certain number of...
They go female, minority, all that kind of stuff.
That's exactly right. Yeah. And it's just absolutely...
Well, that was the whole, during Obama, the guy that just ran past security, just blitzed his way through.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan had a whole take on it where it was if you had two Brock Lesnar's sitting there, two linemen sitting there, do you think that they're just busting through? No, but they had this blonde... 28-year-old woman was in there.
That's right.
Sure. What are you doing? I want a couple Samoan motherfuckers sitting out there.
Big
make
boys.
your way past that. Let's just do what's smart. How about that?
Put a Matt Holland up there.
Give me a couple Matt Holland.
Yeah.
Make your way past that.
Let's see you get past that.
Go ahead.
Take a page out of any rapper's book, right? Look at any
musical
any
artist ever.
Music artist, rapper, they get their biggest, most angry-looking friend. Doesn't matter if they can fight or not, because they're 6'5", 400 pounds.
That's right.
They're putting a black shirt, some sunglasses on them, and that's security for them.
Well, you take any private security company that provides that kind of service.
Yep,
That's
what they're looking for. That's exactly right.
Big motherfuckers. That's what I want. I want big old dudes.
Yeah.
Big old 6 foot, damn 90-inch wingspan. I want big dudes. I want just big crowd surfing dudes.
Yeah, that agent was that you're talking about that just lost her crap. She was assigned to the vice president of the United States.
Wow.
And lost her crap.
Now, in all this, when you hire all this is all done by whatever party's in there, right?
Whoever runs essentially by trickle down, political economics of who heads departments and
who's the head of our Homeland Security? Is it which ones? It was like a tranny.
I don't know. That bitch gets on my nerves. Is it not a dude?
It is a dude.
It's a dude.
It dresses like a woman. I mean, if that don't tell you enough. I mean, let's bring back Dwight Eisenhower and Harry Truman.
Well,
let's blow some shit up.
So I want
anything. It's just not a good look.
No, it's not, dude. It's weak.
It's not a good look.
It's weak.
Yeah, it's very weak. Yeah,
it's weak.
Look, Thailand don't throw the fucking lady boys up there to represent.
No, it's weak. I don't care what you say. It's weak. Let me tell you something. If any of y'all disagree with that, I don't care. Defriend me. I don't care. It's weak.
It is weak. Or defriend Jeff. But just keep listening to us.
It's
if you want us to take
it's weak.
Yeah. It is weak.
Where are we at on time, Marco?
It's like 30 minutes.
34 minutes.
Oh, we got a long time. You stay tuned. We got a lot coming.
Yeah, this same one had a female had a discriminatory lawsuit against her when she was on the Dallas police force. That a former investigative reporter from Washington Post who's wrote several books on the Secret Service. He said the agency would have traditionally viewed the dismissed discrimination lawsuit as disqualifying. It should have been, he says, and I quote, that should have been enough to exclude her because you really have to have a pristine record. Certainly, this has been true in the past. Thus, there's tremendous competition, and she should have never been hired. But they signed a 30 by 30 initiative, an effort to increase representation of women in all ranks of policing across the country, 30% of the workforce by 2030. The Secret Service standards have been lowered as a result of their signing that pledge. So,
which goes back to maybe our grandparents had it right. Women should be in the kitchen cooking.
well, that's what's his name?
It's not true.
It's not true.
I mean, you said it.
Hey,
buddy.
listen, I'm just saying.
Back it up.
So I went to school with a guy in high school who he actually is on Secret Service. He actually did Secret Service under Bush and Obama. And this guy is like, he's somebody you look at and go, yeah, he ought to be there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Extremely intelligent, very athletic,
Yep.
very capable. Mm-hmm. It's what you want.
Yeah.
You know, when you think of somebody that's guarding the highest position in the world, that's what you want.
The one time that I've ever seen a president in person, we saw Trump at one of his rallies. This is the only time I've ever every person on that Secret Service detail scared me. Like actually was physically scary to me. I was bigger than a lot of them, but they're just the way they carried themselves,
right.
Their look, their focus, their physical attribute, like they just were specimens. They weren't all big, massive people, but you could just tell the way they moved.
Right.
I wanted nothing to do with any of those jokers. Every single one of them scared me. And that's what I want. If I'm the president, that's what's guarding me. Someone that is going to physically just scare to death.
Not some mentally unstable,
unstable anybody.
whatever.
Unstable anybody. Man, woman, doesn't matter. If you are unstable and you've had these, discriminatory lawsuits against you and there's all this, I don't want any of that crap. Mm-hmm. If I'm depending on you to protect my life and livelihood or protect my president, I don't want that. I don't want somebody that's mentally has broken before, because that's what happens when you have those situations. They've mentally broken. Well, I don't want that.
And it doesn't stop there either. Whenever you get at that high of a level, it actually does trickle down. So you start getting into other federal organizations, and they start adopting the same stuff.
Right.
Like you start the same hiring process, the same promotions, air quotes,
and,
like all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
The right people. Like I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't even care if you're man or woman or whatever. If you're the right person for the job and it makes sense, like I want the right person for the job.
Yeah.
Like I want, like, who makes the most sense? Like who rises to the top? Who's the best candidate here? I don't let it sort itself out and get the best thing. And not just
I'm
the best
okay
thing
with
for
that too, but
not just the best thing in general, but also the best thing for whoever's leading that.
But that goes directly against this whole DEI.
Oh, I'm sure.
Right? This whole diversity, equity, inclusion.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care about that. They don't care about who's the most qualified.
But they can only do that because things are cool.
So,
like, they can only do that because things are good.
All right, look.
If things are bad, they don't get a choice.
I'm going to take you back to 1997.
I was 9 years old.
Yep. 97.
10 years old. No,
97,
11 years old. Sorry.
98. I was at Bruton Parker College in South Georgia.
I was at Compton Elementary School.
Okay. I was...
No, I'm sorry. I was at Tap Middle School.
I was 19, maybe 19 years old, somewhere in there.
Damn, really?
20 years old. Yeah, I'm 10 years older than you. All right. So we had, on our little small campus college in South Georgia, we had a student government, right? There was a student government. And this was 25 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted, I'll never forget, they had this big meeting in this debate, and they wanted on the student council, they wanted certain positions on the student council to be held by, they wanted 2 African American spots, they wanted 2 Asian spots,
Right.
they wanted 2 other spots to be held on the student council. And it was being promoted by minorities. And a lot of people went. There was a bunch of people that came and went and spoke up. And one of the things that I said was, I said, why are we setting aside spots on the student council for certain races? Why are we making that an issue? You know, I said, why don't we just let whoever wants to run for student council and let the best person win? Or maybe if it's a popularity contest, whatever it is, but just let the people decide, let the students decide, and whoever gets voted in, that's your student council.
Right.
Right? I said, why are we making it an issue to say we're going to have 2 Asian seats, 2 African seats, 2 Indian seats, whatever it is?
Yeah.
Why are we doing that? I said, aren't we creating? I said, to me that seems like we're making race an issue.
Right. You're making it.
And
diverse.
what was funny about the response is I stood up and said all this, is there was a group of minorities that really lashed out at me, that thought I was racist. Yeah. But there was another segment that backed me, that said, exactly.
The other whites.
No. No.
Yeah.
And it was a sense of, hey, you guys are segregating yourself by doing that. You're creating segregation by doing that, right?
Yeah, I never understood the whole thing of.
And I feel like that's happened. I feel like this whole diversion, this DEI thing, this diversion, equity, inclusion, this crap you hear about with Al Sharpton. I don't understand why he's not dead
Al
yet.
Charlatan.
But
Yeah,
That's
a
a
good one. I like
fucking
that.
Al Charlatan.
But here's the thing, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, is that not just creating segregation? Is that not just creating more racism instead of just saying, "Hey, we're going to let the chips fall where they may. May the best man."
It's the same people that say "Free Palestine, kill all the Jews."
Yeah.
Like, it's the same thing. It's like, wait a minute, what? Like, I don't want bad things to happen to those people, but I don't want to turn around and genocide another set of people either.
I don't have to have bad things happen to them. It's
Yeah.
not an either or.
Why do I need to
No,
do that?
exactly,
Like, why do I need to
exactly.
segregate all of this? Like, yeah, we don't want racism for this particular group, so we're going to put all them on an island so that all of us can just be separated from all their racism. It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Y'all are, that's what they're doing.
It just I'll never
The fuck?
forget that. I mean, that was 25 years ago, and I'll never forget. Like, the head lady.
What did you do at the Klan meeting that night whenever you brought it up?
Whatever, dude. Whatever.
How did they take it?
Whatever. Whatever.
He got an extra stripe on that robe, boy.
Come here, Grand Wizard Camp.
Nope. I ain't racist at all.
I'm just kidding.
I think
Put another
things-
stripe on that hood.
You stopped going to those meetings when you were a teenager.
I think that those things should just be handled organically. I just think
agree.
that
I do agree with that.
I think
bro.
we put too much emphasis on all that bullshit. I really do. All right, listen. I think it's about time to tap out.
Word.
I was going to bring this up on the last episode, and I don't want to end this on a.
I want to tap out first before you start tapping
Can I
out
not go first?
because you're gonna drop us down.
Am I?
I'm gonna and I want to at
Needs to be
least.
said.
Okay, it does. That's fine.
don't
Let me
disagree.
tap out first. with this past week. By the time you're hearing this, you should know the results, because on Saturday they are this past Saturday on the 18th of May, as we're kind of recording this podcast, there is a world record that's attempting to be broken right now in Texas. And
you son of a bitch.
And it's what happens when a bunch of Kyles come to Kyle's party. And Kyle, Texas, today is trying to break their own world record for the number of Kyles in one place.
I'm sorry I couldn't make an appearance, Kyles. My fellow Kyles. I'm sorry.
Our Kyle missed it because he had to be here with us.
Got stuff going on.
But the record for number of Kyles in one spot is 2,326 Kyles.
Strong.
So they're attempting to break
all the other names in the world. We're excluding them out.
I don't
Move
know.
them out.
Is there a Jeff, Missouri?
Way
or,
more Kyles than Jeffs.
You know, where is a town of Mark?
Oh, I guarantee you there's a Mark.
I'm sure there is.
Not a Jeff.
I bet there is.
No.
You know, Jeffsville?
No.
Just
That means Jefferson, but that's not the same.
No, it's not. It's not the same.
No,
but
count.
like, honestly, I'm a little jealous. I'm gonna
Hey,
tap
are you
out.
going?
I'm a little. No, he can't. He's missed it. He's here with
today.
us right now. It's
today.
happening
It's
right now.
It's 14 hours
It
away.
happened. The official time was 1 p.m.
We
They
can't
were
even-
shooting for.
What time?
1 p.m. Now it's past. We
already over.
missed it. So we'll find out if
How much
they broke.
drywall was demolished while there?
How many Monster Energy drinks?
If
were
Monster
drunk?
did not sponsor that event, you
They missed
the
it. They
boat.
missed it.
I mean, it's in Texas.
They missed
God.
it.
So they might have been hanging a lot of drywall.
Monster Energy drywall and brisket right there. That sounds like a party. Sounds like a party I would like to go to. I want to come hang out with the Kyles.
Hey,
That's it. That's what I got.
I'm tapping out too.
A lot of
There's no Kyle
landscapers.
like a Kyle party because a Kyle party just don't stop.
Hey.
That's my tap out.
Okay. All
On
right.
that high note,
I wish I had sad music to play. Go ahead, Jeff.
This isn't about being sad. This is real.
No, it is sad.
I know.
I didn't say it's not real. I just said it's sad.
We're not diminishing it.
No, I'm not. I'm not jabbing, making
All right,
light.
listen. So
Just prepare yourself, people, to be sad. That's all
I'm not trying to be sad, but I want you to listen to me.
saying. Wait, hold on.
So,
Don't do that.
no, this is real, dude.
Don't do. No, I know it is. I'm trying to encourage.
So this
Mark to
past
not
week-
play sad music.
No,
So
I'm not.
about a week or so ago-
Giving him what he needs right here,
There's a 10-year-old boy.
Jeff. Right here.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a 10-year-old boy in Indiana named Sammy. I may pronounce his last name wrong, but it's Tush or Tish. It's Teusch. Doesn't matter. Sammy, 10 years old, same age as my son. But this little boy took his own life, y'all, because he was being bullied at school. And I know this is tragic, and I hate to end our podcast on a negative or a sad note, but I think this bears talking about, is that bullying has always been around. It was around when I was in school, and it's obviously still around. The biggest difference in it now and then is the teachers, when I was in school, could still whip your ass if they found out about it. But today, in this age of tolerance, we're so fearful of the parents, and we're so fearful of attorneys, and we can't do anything to stop it, and we just allow things to happen. And I'm sure there's a lot of factors involved that were probably ignored. The parents supposedly contacted the school numerous times. People are going to ask, well, why didn't they just pull the kid out? Why didn't they call an advocacy group? We don't know. I don't know. But for a 10-year-old to get to the point where they feel like they have to end their own life over somebody bullying them, that should have never, ever, ever, ever happened. And even since that incident, there's a more recent incident of a 12-year-old middle school girl that's done the same thing. And so I have a message for several people. If you're being bullied, say something. Do something. Say something to a teacher. Say something to a friend. Say something to an adult. Don't be silent about it. If you're the one bullying, you need to stop, man. It's not cool. You're damaging people's lives. And if you're a parent and you've got a small kid, get them in jiu-jitsu. I know that sounds silly, but we're jiu-jitsu guys. We talk about it. And I've talked with my kids. Teach your kid to protect themselves physically, emotionally, mentally. Teach them how to defend themselves. This world is nasty and it's cruel. And there's no place accepted ever where a kid should feel like their only option is to end their life, especially at 10, 12 years old. That is insane. I cannot get my mind around that. I realize bullying is always going to be there, but it needs to stop. I mean, and I think there needs to be more awareness of it. I really do. And I really feel like in this situation for this little boy in Indiana, there's so many hands involved in this that are to blame. That school system failed that little boy. Those teachers, those principals, they failed that little boy. There's no doubt. They had to see this. If they didn't see this, shame on them. And we're so afraid to say anything because we're going to get sued or we're going to have a parent come in and complain and get upset. Screw that. Screw that. A child's life is worth more than all that. So that's my tap out. I know that's solemn. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel about it.
It's good shit, brother.
Fuck bullies.
Good
Please
shit.
don't bang the table.
Love y'all.
Please don't bang the table. All right. Love you guys.